Ginger, your team is called Give Back Team, and you have become essentially the community charitable mayor of your community and built an entire business through giving. I want to dig into this because I know there's people who are listening to this who are like, I want to build my entire business through doing good things. So can we talk about how you got started in it? And then I want to get really tactical into like specifically these events and how you are using them to bring business into your world.
So we built a business around real estate, but we also built people knowing who we are because of the things that we're doing in the community. And we are doing good things. That's actually the hashtag that we use is do good things. So we do charitable events, things like a donation drive, working with the school systems, paying for clear the shelters and animals, sponsored events, but we've also created things within the community to bring community together. So it's a myriad of things, but it's either financial or it's through events, or sometimes it's both.
I would love to dig into some of these things that you guys are doing in the actual community. When you were talking about the donation drive, working with the school system, because I feel like that's something that a lot of listeners could learn from. If, how does she do that? How do they set up those type of events and then go out and implement it into their own worlds? So is there one of those that we could like dig into exactly how you guys did it?
So I will be honest, it was completely by accident. This was not by design at all. I started off as a solo agent in 2008 in January when the market was kind of going like this. And so I was just trying to get involved in the community, and a friend of mine had started a local charity and she asked me to donate something. And so I did. And long story short, I ended up on the board of directors for Fairy Godmother Project, which supported families who had a child with cancer. And one thing kind of led to another, and someone said, "You are the give back girl. You are always giving back. You're always helping." And then it kind of stuck. That's what I became known as. And the natural progression was Give Back Team. So I hired kind-minded people that were like me, that came from a place of wanting to do good things. And so there we were. So when I started the team, from each closing, we were going to give back a percentage. And then I realized, well, if I sold a $150,000 house, or if I sold a $1.5 million listing, is one charity worth more than the other? The answer is no, because they're both worth the same, in my opinion. We actually then converted to a flat amount and everyone got the same. That's how we kind of progressed. We started doing the flat model, and with each closing, we made a donation to the charity of our client's choice. It's a pretty cool thing. And because of doing that so many years, we've been able to create such a sense of community, and it's through doing good things.
So you're like able to give back to a variety of different organizations that mean different things to different people, but also it is an amazing story to be able to share online and, tag people in, get the word out for marketing your business, but also for just continuing giving back in bigger and better ways.
A lot of these charities don't have a voice, especially the local ones, and that had been there for like 6-7 years, literally 3 miles down the road from where I live. I was like, oh my gosh, how did I not know about this? So it was able to also give them a voice, because now we're promoting them on social media. Yes, I use the radio as leverage, but you can use social media, which is what we also did. You're not going to see the big picture of the check and the donation, but what you are going to see is the promotion of the charity and talking about the charity and giving them the shines. It's not about me, it's all about them. We really want to promote them so that way people learn about the charity in their own backyard. What do they say? High tide rises all boats. I mean, that's really the end goal. We not only learned about charitable organizations we didn't know about, we increased our database contacts by over 2,700 people, which was great, but we created bonds within the community, within each other, that were unbelievable. Our past clients started volunteering for some of these organizations, and it raised awareness, it raised volunteerism, and it raised funds for all of these charities outside of what we were giving them. Something that took us an entire year. We called it GBT Gives Back, and it was a program that ran for 12 months. It impacted directly 36 local charities. We got charities that were military related, animal, children's, I mean, you name it, we got all different types of charities. We put them on our website, and we had a page where you could vote for them. We blogged about all 3 charities. We tagged all 3 charities, and all 3 charities got all of the collateral so that they could also promote themselves to say, vote for me, vote for me, vote for me. And that's where voting was. You could vote once a day, and it was for 1 month. The person or the charity who had the most votes at the end of the month won $500. We did it for 11 months. What we realized, so there was 2 charities that didn't win anything, right? Every month. And I was like, I don't really love that. Everyone should win. And I said 36 charities. So what we did is on the 12th month is we put all the charities back up at the end that didn't win, but still everybody won. Every charity got something. All 36 charities won. But the coolest thing, and I do have to share this because I thought this was utterly amazing and I couldn't believe that this happened. 3 charities were up and you could live see how many people had voted. And they were all 3 kind of neck and neck. And there were 3 different charities, totally not related. One of them all of a sudden started falling behind. And I called her and I said, did we do something wrong? Is there something, did we offend you? What happened? Like, is there something we can do? And the woman who was running the charity said, I read your blog about the other charity and I asked all of our supporters to vote for them. And I couldn't believe it. And I asked her why. And she said, they deserve it more than we do. I couldn't believe it. So 2 charities were getting the checks at the same time and they had never met each other and they realized that they could help each other. So they started working together. So let me just say, in doing that 12-month long project, in giving back, if you think of it this way, when you throw a rock into a pond, you create ripples, right? And once the ripples hit the shore, the ripples eventually bounce back. The expectation is that the ripples don't have to bounce back. They might just keep going. And maybe they do. But if they bounce back, that's the ripple effect of kindness coming back towards you. And sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. The expectation is that they just keep going. But sometimes when they bounce back, that's amazing. And maybe that's a client that's coming to you because of what you've done by throwing the stone. But the expectation is that the ripples just keep going. So that's why we do what we do. If the client comes to us because they've seen all the things that we're doing in the community, they are my people because they've seen what we're doing and they're probably just like me, right? And that's the person I want to work with anyway. And I want them to work with me or my team. The key is that you have to come from a place of giving. You cannot come from a place of wanting. If you do that, you're doing it all wrong. It will not work. So that's why we do what we do. We don't do it for the business. We do it because we want to. And that's the key to all of this. But if you're doing it to get the business, you shouldn't be doing it at all.
I really like how you, from the beginning, have tied it to something that's impactful personally and to the larger community, because it kind of takes that extra layer of meaning and emphasis and it creates a business that also probably has more longevity. Because if you're doing it for all of the right reasons and it's fulfilling you in a bunch of ways and you're creating impact, it's like all of a sudden this isn't a business that I'm just running for the sake of it, but this is a lifestyle that I love living.
If you're new and you're just looking to get involved, turn around and look at like the school system. Like if you have kids or if you have animals, you can turn around, or if there's something that you like doing, get involved in the community that way. And I'm sure that there is something that you can get involved with. Jump into a program that someone else has already started. Ask your friends, put a flyer out, go wherever you can go where you know people that they know you, and ask for their support. And the support will come. If there's something that people can help with, they're going to help you find the need and fill the hole. You can start something and create. Every year it gets bigger and bigger. You can do something as small as a toy for a child, and the impact and the ripple effect of kindness is unbelievable.
Ginger, I'm curious about, where is your zone of genius? Where is your time and energy going? What did we not talk about today that you think would be important for listeners to know within this give back, marketing, all of that type of topic?
My zone of genius is marketing, and I love doing it in a way that no one else is. So I find the place that no one else goes, and that's where Ginger lives. I'm dangerous enough to know what I want, and then I know where to go to get it. Everyone says think outside the box, but in my world, there is no box. Be seen. Branding is a big deal. Find a way to stand out. Figure out a way that your voice can be heard. Do not be the secret agent. Everyone talks about that. The key for me when I first started is I wish I had found a mentor or joined a team. Find a mentor that can help you where the holes are in your business. Find someone that can consistently help you grow. Even I've been in the industry over 16 years. I have 3 mentors. I still have mentors that are helping me with the giving back part, with the branding part, and with the executing the ops part, because I need mentors and help with all 3 of those things. And I think you're always growing and always learning. So that would be my tip.